Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's Real SD Outdoors. Today we're going to go over my top 4 baits for the month of June. I was going to throw 5 in there, but honestly I've been catching them on about the same 4 baits for the past month and working my way into June, so we're just going to stick with the 4 this month. The first one that I want to show you guys is the 3/8 Evo tungsten chatterbait by Z-Man. I'm going to fish this thing on 15 to 17 pound fluorocarbon. It's probably a little heavy for the bait itself, but for what I'm fishing, weeds and structure, this is about the best that you can find. This color pattern has been killing it for me out here this year. That bait I'm going to throw out there. I'm going to straight retrieve with a couple pauses and a couple bumps of the rod. Fish it fast, cover a lot of water with it. One of my go-to baits all year around. Let's hop into the next bait. The next bait that I want to show you guys is the 5-inch line through Zaldangerous swim bait. This one is made by Bass Mafia, coming in at about 5 inches long. I fished this thing on 15 to 20 pound fluorocarbon on a 7-foot moderate rod with my Corrado DC reel. This bait is one of those baits I will throw out there into deeper water, anywhere from 12 to 15 feet of water. I will reel for about 6 to 7 seconds with a pause, pick it up, reel, pause, and just continue that retrieve all the way in. And this bait has been getting just destroyed around this time of the year, and when the weeds start to really push up onto the bank, this is the bait that I'm picking up. So this is my number 1 bait. This is the bait I've been using the most and kind of just been picking up right off of the bat. That's bait number 2. We're going to kind of fly through these baits this month. There's not really a whole lot to it, and it's pretty cut and dry. So that's bait number 2. For bait number 3, we're going to change it up a little bit, and we're going to go more finesse style fishing. I'm throwing Crush City pig stick on a core tackle 3/16 ounce wacky jig head. I'm throwing it with a 10 pound fluorocarbon leader. That's by Seagar, with a 15 pound braided main line. This helps me get that thing out in front of weeds, kind of pause it in place and work it along. Real subtle bite when they want to get real finicky like they do on days like today. The wind's blowing about 10 to 15 mile an hour and they're just hanging out in front of the weeds. So this is the bait that I picked up to try to catch some of those bass when they get a little more finicky. That's one thing that I need to kind of figure out, is I have the power fishing down, but I want to start to work on my finesse fishing a little bit more. It's been a couple years since I spin rods and really used them to the best of my advantage. This one is a 7-foot medium fast 13 fishing code black rod. I picked it up this season, at the beginning of the season, and it's been one of my go-tos for any spinning applications. We're going to talk about the last and final bait for the month of June. The last bait for the month of June is a 1/2 ounce black and blue flipping jig by Kitech. This is the 1/2 ounce version, and I am running it with my 7-foot 3/6 response rod. This is one of my favorite jig rods when it comes to fishing any heavier applications, such as flipping and pitching. Texas rigs, it works very well. Paired up with 20 pound braid to a 17 pound fluorocarbon leader, and I have yet to lose a fish on it. It's been one of my absolute go-tos for the past couple months. Even last season towards the fall, I started to pick up a jig and I really started to do some damage with that. So that right there is going to be a quick 5-minute summary of the top 4 baits that I'm throwing in the month of June here in South Dakota. Any questions or comments, or want to know anything else about the baits that I showed you guys here today, make sure to leave a comment down below. I appreciate all the support. We're almost 600 subscribers. We'll catch you guys on the next one.